Mic check, mic check. Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing a EGIK France deck G. Oof. Looks like we get G, no G4, 5, G8, and a bunch of season stuff. And a Doe Academy set. Draft 10. Okay, so this is going to be a little wacky of a draft. Um, Desert Grifter, 6 food, 3 building resources. That's not bad. Like you play this before playing some start player miners in the family growth queue. Modified wood buyer, so wood buyer that you don't take the wood from someone else, you just get it from the supply. Peat cutter, replace reed with 1 clay for a renovation or extension. Not terrible. Make bread, take all the food from traveling players. So I'd probably just take deck collector. Yeah. I don't know, Desert Grifter looks okay. Rest of this pack is pretty garbage though. Mountaineer, each field phase convert a clay to a wood. If you do, get a stone. Once in the game you can move all the stone. Wow, that seems great. So you're turning a clay to a wood, which is mostly an upgrade. Usually that's going to be better for you. And then you're getting a stone each time you do that. So you're turning a clay into a wood and a stone and a food. A clay to a woodstone food, you just get a delayed payoff. The delayed payoff matters, but like, I don't know, that seems good. Seems like a really good way to get the stone for your stone house renovation. Hey, Sanswall. Leftmost action on the game board, food. Whatever. Mad Scientist is okay. Yeah, just take Mountaineer here. Mountaineer seems good. So, Captain of Outrider. I do have Debt Collector for double plow. Squire, place a marker on the round 1, start of each round, move it to the next one, unless it's round 5. You receive a guest token whenever you use the action space with this marker. Ah, this is the one. Yes, okay. So this lets you use the stage 1 actions in order. Inspector, same number of rooms, pastures, and fields. So I would be targeting 4 here, probably. 4 room house. Can I get 4 fields? Maybe. Cowboy version 2. What is modified about this? What's modified about this cowboy? I don't get it. It's just clarified wording. Okay. Captain of Outrider or Inspector. I'll take the 4 wood. I've probably moved the four wood occupations too far down in my estimation. Reserve pupil, so it can play Det and 11, 12, 13, 14. Problem is, I probably don't want to play Mountaineer at that point. Landscape Gardener is just a super great card. Brushwood Collector, whatever. So there are a lot of ways to get around read requirements here. I think Reserve Pupil is really good, but Landscape Gardener is incredible. It's just such a good card. I can do silly stuff with Permaculturist Landscape Gardener, but probably just taking Peat Cutter. Yeah, unlikely that I do anything with Wood Gatherers. Peat Cutter has some uses, so I could do that. Okay, I've got a minute. I'll be right back. Yes, I am. Thank you very much, Sensual. Yeah. Um, Major Sheep Fence and So Bake versus Captain of Outrider. Honestly, one stone, one boar, tall food for a field is Not great. It's not terrible. And there are miners that could make it even better, like wheelbarrow miner. All right. Night Caravan, 2 arrow markers. It is an action space for you which provides the food and 2 building resources. And you get 2 of the actions back. Okay. So you're turning. Okay, so you get your building resources back to your first action, so you're getting 2 food, 2 building resources for the cost of delaying 2 actions. Not bad. Gate key. 1, I assume that's clay and 1 stone to get family growth. The round it comes out. Could play woodcart. This actually seems like it could be an okay woodcart game. Fish trap. Problem with gate key is definitely its cost, but if I don't like reedstone food quite as much with peat cutter, but like I don't have to play peat cutter. I can just take reedstone food. It does make, if I am going to try to get the mountaineer going, playing reedstone food, taking clay, playing mountaineer, that's starting to be a lot. Um, but I mean, it's guaranteed. It's even if it's not, it could be Plauso at the end of the game. Like, seems strong. Mud oven, beehive. Those look like my options. Take beehive here. Sure. I really want actions with this hand. I just really want actions. Green looks kind of acceptable here. Transaction is not terrible with gate key, right? You play transaction for clay, reed, stone for your first read, and you just have only taken wood before then. Permaculturist has several minor helps. The like the plowing, but you need the. I haven't seen any cards that let you get grain. Like there were miners that let you plowed, sowed grain, and then harvest and converted it into wood. I thought, or am I thinking of something different? The sugarcane card. I thought that only goes on that card. Anyways, I don't know. I'd have to double. I don't recall exactly. I think green looks fine here. I don't hate transaction. Hmm. Maybe the play is transaction given gate key. It gets me. It's like if I play I mean, I need a lot of food if I'm going to play inspector as well. I actually kind of like transaction here. Oh my god, mansion. Okay, all right. But there's village school too. I want both. I want both. Mansion, wheel, wood cart, build 3 wood rooms, go to stone. And that's a pretty easy thing to do with Mountaineer. The only thing that's really not good here, yeah, I love Village School, but like, I'm gonna take Mansion. It's fun to take Mansion. Private deposit is kind of interesting, except that my stage one is already too food hungry. Lonely Wish probably doesn't get played to the end of the game. So I do have a cops thing with Landscape Gardener. Apprenticeship is always decent in Pain games because like Pain just spams Ock. So sometimes you get locked out of occupation because you're trying to, in my opinion, correctly do other things. Well, breeding for emergency feeding, I guess. Yeah, like the rest of these cards are just too narrow. Like Garden Weed, pretty good chance I don't get to two or well. Landscape Gardener, I'm pretty incentivized to get two vegetables. Oh, okay. But like the emergency food situation seems relevant. Ah, green came back here. Okay. I have no way to get grain or vegetable, so getting both seems reasonable, especially if I'm going to grow three times, like grain and then growth, and then, playing landscape gardener in the future. Private market is okay, but I do not have the food to support it. And if I just taken the wild breeding, I'd consider wild game more. But or if I'd taken tenant farmer, probably consider those that more. But I need a cooking hearth in this game. There's really no question about that. My feeding is mad scientist and taking animals. That's really all there is to it. I didn't get there on the wood cart, but I think this hand has enough building resources between Mountaineer and Peat Cutter in particular. Like, I only ever need to read this game. But I need somewhere between 2 and 4 read. And then otherwise I can just take clay, stone, wood. And like my feeding at the end of the game with Mountaineer is reasonable. My Reno is safe with Debt Collector. Like, this looks like a solid game. I think probably given the mansion, I'm dumping Inspector now, but like that's no big loss. I was never really tied to playing Inspector. I get Sheepwalk round one. Let's take 3 wood. Okay, we've got Harbor Master and Educator. Take the 2 clay. I would be reasonably happy with getting the first fireplace. Yeah, sheep in two. So the fireplace seems reasonable. There was cowboy in the game, so do always have to keep in mind that Payne could play cowboy, do crazy stuff like that. Captain of Outrider seems not as good as I thought it would be because I don't really care about family growth without room anymore. And the one cattle space will probably be contested when it comes out. Not necessarily. Yeah, Payne plays cowboy right away. uh, okay, yeah. Like I think that doesn't mean I just give you the. Doesn't mean I just give you the fireplace here, Payne. I'll play Freeock, sure. Throw down my Mountaineer here. There were two fields for Patootie. Bunch of stuff it could be. Evening prayer. Could be the empty field dirt worker. Oh no, you know what? The dirt worker won't be in this because it's G45 card, right? There's no G45 in this. Paid plays mastermind. Oh my god, Payne's gonna make this whole game starve, isn't he? Like I'm gonna build the fireplace and he's gonna take the two sheep with no immediate plan to eat them, I am afraid. I hope not. Yeah, Payne opens with four clay. Like he could have taken two clay last round instead of traveling players, and then he'd be able to fireplace take the sheep here. Instead, I'm gonna build the fireplace, and then I'm gonna have to take clay or the sheep. Well, I'll take the sheep with my second move next round. It is evening prayer, so we've got village druid and tile maker here for Patootie, which tells me Patootie's gonna open with the cooking hearth next round. Before Payne builds it. So that's going to be pretty annoying. I mean, I really don't think Payne can justify taking the two sheep here without some way in his hand to eat them. But who knows? So we got 3 read on the board. 3 read's cool. I am wanting sheep and clay as two of my moves. So I have one for yeah. Like what am I expecting? What am I expecting? Why did I expect anything other than this? Hey, maybe he has a miner in his hand. Maybe he's got Cooking Hearth miner in his hand. He's probably going to say question mark when Patootie builds the. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Um, well, I think Patootie is very, very likely to open Cooking Hearth. However, Patootie might not do that if I leave 6 wood there. I think I'm gonna read Stone Food anyways. It solves my feeding in one action. Hopefully, Patootie passes me 6 wood. It's not impossible. So then I would 6 wood into 4 clay. Yeah, like the pay's gonna say, the screen is too small. I couldn't see that Patootie had 4 clay or something like that. Oh well, I got 6 wood as compensation, so it's not terrible, but really irritating that I'm gonna have to fight for this sheep already. I don't even get the 3 sheep grab. Really irritating. And like he's day laboring, like Payne's just totally blowing up his game here. And that was like a very predictable. And unfortunately he's torpedoing my game in the process because it was obvious to me that those 3 sheep would be available for me in round 3 when I first actioned Fireplace, unless Payne responded by taking Cowboy, which of course he did. And so I really got screwed there. Well, a lot of wood in this game, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind. Do I want late growth here? Gate key seems pretty good if it's late growth because I might be able to double build in 6. Although my feeding would be brutal. I would have to take 3 sheep in 6, which seems unlikely given I'm last in turn order here. We got 2 players that can build rooms. And Payne is just bottom feeding. You know what? Payne should watch my video on Educator. Should I link that in chat? How to play Educator. So let's see. If I sheep, peat cutter, peat, sheep cutter, double build, peat, sheep, peat cutter, double build. I have 1 free action to take a food to get growth in 7. And I think if I have to open build in 6, then I definitely do not want. And then I would target gate key growth in 7 and regular growth in 8 would be the goal there. The 2D playing the Night Caravan. Okay. I respect Payne. He does some crazy stuff and has sometimes can assemble a set of cards that does like something good enough that it'll work. But like he also does this, and it's it hurts. Why does it hurt so much? Because it was original. Okay, so this is growth in. It looks like Patooty's going to open build. So that means I'm playing Gate Key build to grow in 7, or I am playing something else. Payne playing Country Doctor here. Just maybe he's got an Ock that feeds him. That's the only thing that I can think is like maybe he's got an Ock that makes a ton of food. I hope. Yeah, I don't know. Master Shepherd here for Patooty. Okay, that that's a 4 sheep action. Hopefully that slightly reduces the feeding pressure here. Oh, okay. Patooty is going to let me double grow in 7. So I'm going to play Gate Key and what as my other card? Apprentice would enable Beehive on a subsequent turn, but that would mean playing Mad Scientist here, and this second action is going to be fishing, I guess. Oh, permaculturist with. Yeah, it is planted fields, it's just not field tiles. So I believe that interaction works the way he wants it to. Well, I shouldn't count Pain out quite yet. Thanks, Francois. Have a good night. I mean, double growing in 7 is pretty good. Now, the question will be how not to starve. I think the dream will be that I get to take 3 sheep in round 8 and then play Mad Scientist and then take Clay, or else take Stone in that round. Probably Clay, because I imagine 3 Stone is gone next round, and 4 Stone definitely will not be there by the time I play Mad Scientist. So that's probably my sequence. Who am I kidding? Pain is starving. Pain is incredibly starving. How am I thinking he is doing anything other than taking 2 sheep? uh, Is Wallfly winning here? Wallfly builds a BMW here with 11 food. That's pretty good. She probably Reedstone Foods, builds a BMW, something else. Oh, I don't get to Mountaineer here. That's too bad. Payne is renovating to clay here and upgrading to the cooking hearth. I don't know, Payne. I don't know about this one. But Tootie's in a pretty good spot. Gets free growth in 8 without even a start player action. Alright. So play Mad Scientist, take wood, clay, stone. Hopefully I might want major. Yeah, Wallfly probably wants major. First move. Pretty sure major was first move. Yeah, no? Okay, second move, well. Um, Wallfly start player mountain beats. What does this one do? Give some random stone. So as a start player for 6 wood. Well, Payne doesn't have the moves to start player, so start playing it well as Wallfly is. Might sit there for a bit. And I have a lot of moves, but I'm hungry. Both the cooking hearths are gone, so that makes feeding with boar not so good. So I probably should think about a guild. The clay oven is not really a great option. Like landscape gardener, I want to play landscape gardener, harvest all those grain, plow two more fields, and then sow two grain, two vegetables. That's what I want to do with landscape gardener. Try to sow sometime in stage 4. I have to open traveling players because Payne has just really starved this game. At least he starved me. I don't know about the other players, but he certainly starved me. What I could have done instead of playing Garden Weed, and I maybe should have thought about this a little bit more, I could have played Transaction. I could have played Transaction and bought the clay and the stone, and then the Mountaineer I could have collected after converting wood clay to wood. I could have collected the 2 food back there. But it seems likely to me that getting 3 more stone out of this card is going to be better. I guess Pain building here slows Patootie down slightly, but I don't know. Cooking Hearth and the Well in this game seems pretty good. Take clay, place a sheep here, and take clay, place a sheep again. Yeah. So with 2 clay grabs, building a clay room probably makes sense over building a wood room. I could play Beehive on the Reno action. I would take 2 clay again. So I would Reno for 4, 5. No, 2 clay is not enough. I want to take 4. If I'm going to Reno with the clay action, I got to take 4 clay again next round. All right, Pain's growing. Patootie might take 2. Does Patootie take 2 boar here or 4 wood? Or potentially neither, because 2 boar and 2 sheep are equivalent for me. So I get one, Patootie gets the other. Although Pain, no, Pain needs food here desperately. Yeah, so I'm taking 2 sheep here. The rest of this round, if both the wood actions are gone, is probably landscape gardening. So grain, green, landscape gardener. And then I could open 4 clay next round. Yeah, taking wood is harder than taking clay probably for me at this point because of the feeding that Mad Scientist helps me with. Probably open 3 stone next round, not 4 clay. Because Wallfly and Patootie both kind of want 4 clay, but 3 stone is a guild here. And I might need the pottery for feeding. And then if I have the pottery, taking 2 clay every round is a bit more justified, considering I might need the feeding from it. I might literally need 2 clay, 2 food every round. Like that might be an acceptable action for me. Oh, and I'm getting past mini pasture. Okay, that's good. That really lessens the wood pressure for me a lot. Okay, that's great. Thank you for mini pasture. Although I can't start player anymore, I can play Reno green though. I think landscape gardening is worth it here. I do think it's worth it. So I get a clay from garden weed. So I get wood thing. And 6 here. And split. 4 clay as my first move. Yeah, try to starve the game. Like, I think clay is going to be pretty tight this game. And it's my clay for my clay room, so. Like, Patootie doesn't really need 3 stone. Patootie needs clay more. Wallfly could use the stone for an oven, but like Wallfly doesn't have any more grain yet. Like Yeah, 4 clay is the move here. And I might get the stone back. If I get the stone back, then definitely the right move. But that'll be the question. Do I play Captain of Outrider, take 1 stone? I might. I have to seriously consider that because, like, what else am I doing this round? Like, what else am I doing this round? 1 stone, 1 boar, 1 field. And it also lets me take a cattle in a field. Like, because of taking clay so much, I'm not going to have as much wood. So, like, filling up, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I'll be able to fence 15 probably, especially with mini pasture. But, like, now if I could get 5 fields, that would be, or not 5 fields, if I could get 3 or 4, that would be awesome. Reserved pupil here. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good card. But I guess Wallfly didn't really have a hand that could support it, and Payne already had Educator, and I took Landscape Gardener over it. And I can no longer afford to play Captain of Outrider here. Unless I eat a vegetable, which I could do. Otherwise, I could take fishing. Just because, like, Reno Fence in 14 might be okay with that collector. But I don't care about family growth without room. I only care about Plateau. Like double plowing on Plateau. 2 fields is nice, but 2 fields is probably not worth eating a vegetable here. So I could 2 wood and reedstone food maybe. So let's see. Going into the round 14 harvest, or going into the round 4, yeah, going into round 14, I will have 4 stone available from Mountaineer. So that covers my stone reno. So I have enough for my 5 rooms and mansion right now, assuming I spend 0 more stone, which I will spend more stone because taking 2 stone and getting a thing is like a reasonable action for me here. And yeah, I think I'm at the point where just 2 clay and a sheep is about as good as it gets for me. Unless I want to breed animals, I could play start player mini pasture here, but I don't think I need to do that. Just keep starving the game of clay. Starving the game of clay also makes my Reno like super safe in 14. Judy playing best friend. All right. So well, I'm eating a sheep here, I guess. At the end, I don't think that sequence works. Oh, H on Ock from the village druid, not from breeding. I'm eating 2 sheep from the board, and I think you could buy it. And I'll open 3 wood. Sure. I gotta play deck collector here. I mean, Payne has no more Ox. Patootie has no more Ox. So it should be pretty safe. You do have Captain of Outrider here, but like playing Inspector and playing Inspector when I know I'm not going to hit the Inspector, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. I didn't think about that with the Reeve. I didn't think about that I could have gone after the Reeve points if I'd played Captain of Outrider. But it requires playing a totally dead um, other card. Okay, I think I'm clay rooming and building the pottery here. So I think taking 2 stone is okay. And I don't really care about start player. I don't want family growth without room. I want Plowsow. So I can start player in 12. That'd be fine. I can play mini pasture and beehive in round 12. One on family growth, one on start player. Get myself Plowsow in 13. And I get to sow at least 2 things. And then I'll try for another plow at least in 14. Oh, Wallfly is saying she's building the joinery. I hope not. She's changing her mind. I hope not. I want to. Oh, pottery is gone. Oh, shit. Oh, I screwed up. Why did Wallfly build the pottery? What? Round 10. So last round, second move, built the pottery. Okay. Well, I have clay that is kind of difficult to use. I can build the clay oven. I can do it. It's kind of crappy, but I could do it. Yeah, maybe that's just what I do. All right. Yeah, I don't pottery, but I clay oven. Pain. It's like playing cops here. Why? It's not good. If I build, I can still do my clay stuff. No, I would have to spend a reed. Um, if I can't do that, I'll fish. Yeah. Should I build a stable just to hold the incoming boar here? Try to breed them? What are the odds that I can actually breed them? Uh, let's let's try it. Hold that second boar here. Because I get 2 more wood plus mini pasture. So then 2 more wood actions is enough. And the action is coming back to me. I'm getting Reno clay oven here. I could Reno beehive, but then oh, I forgot I have to play deck collector here. And I'm definitely playing deck collector here, no question about that. Okay, so that stable is questionable. I forgot about that. That's a mistake on my part. For wood. Field phase, and when is Mountaineer? Field phase, yeah. So that's fine. Bane's saying he can grow. I don't care. I'm playing start player here. I want plus O next round. So I can take 4 clay, or 4 wood, or 3 wood. I could have taken plow there. Plus O is a lot better than plow. And getting both remaining plus O actions is kind of nice. So I think I take 4 wood over plow. Although the extra field is nice. It's It's points and food. And it kind of saves me 2 wood. So maybe I plow. Because getting to sow an extra field here is nice. Stone oven's not terrible. Just thinking if Patootie goes after the clay oven. Stone oven's not terrible. So I think I take 2 clay and then I take Reno here. Reno clay oven. And then I take clay one more time with one more sheep to get my clay for my mansion. So I need 9 wood plus 3 more. And I'm gonna get one more in this harvest. So 7. So a 3 wood and a 2 wood action gets me all the wood I need for the rest of the game. And the best part is I can get that wood like at the end of in the middle of 14 before I play mansion or before I rent or before I fence. If fence is safe. So 3 wood, 2 wood, 3 wood, 2 wood family growth. Oh, I think actually 3 wood, 2 clay family growth. I should say, yeah, because I'm gonna want to pick up a sheep in 14. I can take 2 wood and 14 easily. And if I have to cover 2 fewer spaces, it's not the end of the world. Payne taking 3 wood with his first move. Oh, Payne. Oh, you caused me so much pain, Payne. Well, surely the 2 wood actions will wheel, right? Don't count on anything in a Payne game. Don't count on nothing. So I eat a sheep and a vegetable here. And I collect my stone. Yeah, I don't have to eat anything because I mountaineer. Right. Okay, so Payne should take 3 stone here to guarantee himself Reno fence in the final round, because otherwise he's fighting with me for fencing. And I have stuff like start player available to me. Ah, hammer. Okay, that's fine. Now, Wallfly can fence too. So that is a weakness to my having Renoed in the last round, but like sometimes you're a bit worried about your Reno in 14 and don't have to worry about that at all now. Yeah, 2 play family growth, mini pasture. And then I play my 14 is all about playing mansion, plow sow, and then play mansion and feed. Attempt to feed. Yeah, I can eat a sheep here. It doesn't reveal anything. I might have to first move fence. Patootie could block fencing from me. I just have to hope Patootie has better stuff to do. Yeah, because I'm gonna want to take 3 wood after fencing. So yeah, I really have to be careful that I don't screw myself out of mansion here. And then clay to wood stone. Collect 4, feed 9. Oh, am I really short? Oh, I auto paid. I auto paid read. I was not supposed to auto pay read. Um, Just gonna do it. I auto pay to read last round. And everyone at the table saw Mansion, or at least three players did, and it's like pretty obvious at this point what I have. Should I leave a grain behind to potentially bake? I don't think I need to. I'll have a move to take food with. Payne's gonna fence? Oh my god, I hate Payne. Oh, Payne, last move, last round fencing into this round fencing. Oh, why do I play with Payne? Why do I play with Payne? I ask myself that question so often. Why do I play games with Payne? It's not a good use of my time. All right. So the rest of this round is about I'm going to build stables. I'm going to build my mansion. I'm going to take food. Is Wallfly gonna Stables makes no sense for Wallfly with joinery here. Really, really silly. Oh, really, really so silly. Like he's saying, yeah. Anyways, whatever. Not worth, not worth talking to people who, like, he obviously doesn't understand. Just very, very silly. Very, very silly. I don't have 3 food available here, so I have no points. We'll just take tiebreaker read or something. Oh, I should take a vegetable. I should take 2 food. Yeah, it does actually matter. Right, because I can't make 3 food with 1 point. Right, so I should take day labor and eat 1 vegetable. So final score plus 10, plus 11. So it's going to be like 46 final, 49 final. Patootie scores 57. Payne scores 40. Wallfly plays scores, what did she say, 33? Very, very silly game. Very silly game. But hey, I know what I'm getting in for. I joined this table. I know what I'm in for. Um, that happens. It happens. It's just some real, real nonsense. Well, would I have matched Patootie? Probably not. But like, if I had gotten three sheep in round four, yeah. If I get three sheep in four, totally. Because that saves me a full action in stage two. Maybe lets me mountaineer or play a different miner other than garden weed, like do the transaction play that I talked about. Um, yeah, it matters. I think it matters. Maybe get a wood action in. I did pass up on like I think four wood was available a couple times. I didn't act on it. I really needed to solve my feeding. Like I really had to solve my feeding, which meant that there was no clay available in the game for the other players. And then Wallfly still built the pottery. Yeah, unfortunate. It was a fairly weak occupation draft, that's for sure. The miners were a bit better. Yeah, miners were better. Like Debt Collector is a solid first pick, but like Mountaineer actually seems decent. I don't hate Mountaineer. I don't know. Turning a clay into a wood, a stone, and a food is a good conversion, but the fact that you only get the wood and you have to wait on the stone and the food, hard to say. And like Landscape Gardener is obviously really good. Yeah, I think I want to see. How do I see? Is there a way? Oh, this is the game log here. Yeah, educator, day labor. Like honestly, it might have been correct instead of playing educator to have played two clay there. Like I don't know, with cowboy. If you have two clay in round one and you play cowboy, you are getting those first sheep and you are getting the first fireplace. Like it is almost impossible for that not to happen. Uh, Now, of course, you miss out on taking day labor, but yeah. Like he didn't really have cards that he needed to get out early. Like he was playing Educator at that time, mostly just to play Educator, not because he particularly well, because he was trying to get the wood card out. But like, if you're not going to build a wood room, you don't really need to rush the wood card. I don't know. You maybe know about evening prayer, so like you could try to set up for that. Like this, I really just mostly salty about this move. And then he fences twice. How much of the game was he start player? So we got Patootie, Wallfly, Patootie, Wallfly, Patootie, Pain, Wallfly, Wallfly, Patootie, Patootie, Pain, me, Pain. So we did start player a couple times. When does he fence? Wallfly fenced in 13. Pain fenced in. I thought Pain fenced in 12. When did Pain fence? I thought Pain fenced in this round. Or should he have no wood? When did Pain fence? Oh, he hammered. That's why. He played start player hammer. That's why I thought he wasn't fencing again. Because he played start player hammer. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Okay. Um, well, that happens. I think I played fairly reasonably otherwise. I could have prioritized my resources a bit differently, but that's hard because like once I have Dexter's lab out, then taking clay when I'm starving is pretty good. And I think the fact that yeah, it was a bit unfortunate while I played the pottery into my Dexter's lab clay spam, and then yeah, because I could have had the pottery, and then I maybe could have built the pottery and the clay oven to solve my feeding issues, or pottery. If I had converted with the pottery 3 times, like that's an extra food that's relevant. Anyways, that's going to be all from me. Thank you very much for